Oh, boy.
Little
Wednesday
calmer.
night show.
A little calmer than what day was it on Friday's show?
Little Friday. That's why I called this the Rest and Recovery show. We need a Rest and Recovery week after all those fuckers.
Oh, my gosh.
DJ, what's happening? Hope you're having a good night.
Okay, so.
Beth still doesn't know how to share
special.
things on the internet.
Not on the fucking internet.
You grew up with the internet, right? Like, literally, you were around when it was created. Did you have dial-up internet?
Yeah, everybody did.
You did, right?
They would open and they would go, "You've got mail."
Jason, what's going on, dude? How do you not know how to use the
Smarty
internet?
Pants. Go for it.
It's hot up here. It's hot up here.
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
Take this thing. Take this thing.
Shove it.
Shove it. I hope you guys are having a great night.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm just
because you couldn't do it this way, right?
Yeah, because I told you to use your phone. Come on, man.
You know what?
Simple
if you want something done right, you should do it yourself. How about them apples?
I am.
Exactly. So next time I'm just going to be like, I can't do it, Greg. You do it.
I know. That's how it goes. Share. Right post. What are we talking about tonight? We got all sorts of shit to talk about tonight. Hope you guys are having a great night. It's Wednesday. We're back to just the two of us, thankfully. We loved having our friends in town.
My body didn't. It took me like, I think I'm still recovering.
So at a certain point, it always brings me back to, what's the dude's name from... Okay, so...
use your words. Go for a
Lethal Weapon's been on every single night.
Oh, yeah.
In our house.
On somewhere.
On, like, what are the channels?
I think it's just kind of funny now. BBC, AMC, I think it's been on... It's been on BBC a lot. BBC America, it's been on a lot.
So, of course, the line, I'm too old for this shit, is a classic line, right? And that's kind of how I feel after coming like Sunday morning when it calms back down. Like we drop friends off the airport, friends are heading out and those things. Because we tend to try and pack a shit ton of fun.
No, we don't try.
We do pack a shit ton of fun into like a couple days. So if you ever come into town, just know it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a fucking time, hell of a time. But we're going to be worn the fuck out by the end of it. And I literally need to go back to work.
Just to have a break.
Just to like recoup and get back on schedule.
I was thinking about the
Michelle,
Vegas
what's
trip.
happening?
I was thinking about the Vegas trip because, Lord help me. And then I was like, I probably should take that Monday off. And then I was like, oh shit, I get home on a Friday. I have all weekend.
Yeah. So if you guys were around for the Friday show, like that was the Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, Chuck came over after our show a week ago. Mm-hmm. He just happened to pop up because he's got a ill father. So we were just kind of like hanging out, whatever. It ended up being a pretty late night. You know, catching up. I hadn't seen him in a few years, actually.
Hello, Michelle.
He's one of my best friends. And so we ended up staying up pretty late. And then Thursday, everybody was off. You were your
I was at
girls'
I
night.
even drank on Wednesday. Like that's the problem with opening up. No, Wednesday night.
Oh yeah.
The problem with opening up.
But we weren't anticipating that.
We weren't. And then Chuck came, and not only did I drink that bottle of wine, but I proceeded to drink like
a couple extra.
Or
drinks.
I think White Claws.
Yeah.
So yeah, and stayed up till 4.
Yeah.
So and got up for work at 8.
And then Thursday I had the night off. You went out and hung out.
Right.
With Stephanie and friends.
We had a pool day. We had a cabana
over at La Cantera here in San Antonio.
Right.
And then Friday, the show, and then we stayed up ultra late. Late being like 2.
No, like 3.
3, yeah. Saturday
we went to Fredericksburg.
It was a great time. You guys did some wine. I had a glass of wine. You guys did a little wine sampling.
We did several wine samplings.
Came back, and we stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, surprisingly, I think we were all exhausted.
Like
I think, we stayed up till I think we went to bed.
What was us?
1:30.
But it was just a fun fucking
weekend. #fun life.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend, man. And, it comes down to, like, it doesn't happen, especially having both of those guys, like, her best friends and one of my best friends actually being in San Antonio at the same time. And they hadn't seen each other in forever. Right. So it was really just a great weekend. They hadn't seen
each other because Phoenix is huge, and with everybody working at home the last 18 months, there was a lot of opportunity for reconnection.
There's another one of those flies flying around my fucking house.
Do you leave food up here?
No, there's no food up here.
I
swear to God.
Up here?
Anyway, check us out. Thank you. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth. We just got on a goddamn diatribe there, didn't we? Right. But it was really a fun weekend. We had a lot of good times. And
I kept joking that I'm not drinking until I go to Vegas. However, 4th of July falls in that, so I don't know how.
It's literally 2 days before. Are you taking the whole week off?
No.
Why not?
Because Monday we're off. That's the day.
So you're working Tuesday?
No, I'm leaving for Vegas on Tuesday.
So you're taking the whole week off?
Well, I am, but I'm not.
Leaving me behind with the dogs.
I should probably work Tuesday morning, but I'm not.
I'm going to go to Laughlin.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm going to go to Laughlin and gamble.
You're going to be the parental piece.
No. When you get back, I'm going to Laughlin.
For once, it's not
Can't
you
afford
going.
Vegas after you go to Vegas.
For once, it's not you going out of town. It's me going out of town and leaving you with the dogs. All the time. Don't.
Years ago.
No, you go hunting.
Dude, whatever.
For weekends. Nonetheless, I'm here.
You tell me to go.
Yeah,
with your dad.
My brother.
Or your brother.
Yeah, I do. Go, because I'm a great wife. I tell you, get out. Go enjoy the ranch.
I'm going to get some of those tape things. No, you didn't. It just flew by me.
Well, then it is a fucking Superman of a gnat because I hit it.
Dude, Texas is under, fly.
Always flies.
It's nuts. It's that time of year. Nothing's dry. Everything's wet. It's disgusting.
Corey Howard is on the line.
Corey's
on.
What's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good night. Corey's on. Where's he on?
He's on Facebook. Corey Howard is watching.
Nice. Hope you guys are having a great night. It's a good Wednesday. It's like I said, we're kind of recovering from the past weekend. This weekend's going to be chill.
Yes.
Definitely
we even
chill.
said we're not doing anything.
Yeah. It's kind of going to come and go pretty quick. So, all right. Who we got on the boards? We got Javon's on. We got DJ Ian. We got Logan on. I hope you guys are all having a great night again. So let's jump into this shit. So, like I said, we had a good weekend, but funny story. If you guys were watching any news today, so you had the old Biden on. That's fine. He's allowed to talk. He's the president.
What are you talking about?
So there was a it's kind of a funny story.
Funny haha or funny?
Funny haha. Well, no, funny haha, but funny not haha. So, huge spike in Americans buying F-15s after Biden suggests you need them to overthrow the government.
What?
So you know how the whole thing about an armed citizen population helps to keep the government in check and stuff like that. Well, he literally went on talking about AR-15s as being assault weapons and all these things. He said, what are you going to do? Basically, you need to have an army and you need to have an air force with fighter jets and nuclear weapons. Motherfucker actually said this on TV.
What was he just referencing? How to keep government in check?
No, how to go against kind of a tyrannical government. I mean, I don't know if that's the right word. Whatever, right? But
Did you read the article?
And stuff like that. No, I actually watched his speech.
Okay.
And it was like, holy fuck, did he actually say that out loud? And he's like, well, you're going to basically need, these armed militias are going to need, fighter jets and nuclear weapons. And you're like,
why?
You dumbass. Because he's going to nuke the population, of course, because he's the dumbest. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit what side you're on. It's just the dumbest statements I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay,
so keep saying about what led to the...
So I just, Ian and I were outside talking, and I basically said, he mentioned that Bezos pulled all the F-15s off of Amazon's wish list. You can't buy them on Amazon Prime Day, right? So I kind of laughed at that. But it's kind of the point of the fact is oh yeah, everybody's just buying fighter jets and everything, right? And you go back and you think, okay, so that's not... Yeah, we all have AR-15s or a lot of people.
Oh, they're actually jets? F-15s?
F-15 is a jet, a fighter jet.
They were on Amazon?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's a joke. It's a joke.
It went way over my head.
I'm sorry. I should have clued you in ahead of time.
It's all right. You know?
But I thought it was entertaining, so...
I mean, I GTS'd it, so I was like, oh, it's a jet.
So there's a Babylon Bee story, and I'll share this later.
I thought it was going to be an F-1500. Like a Ford F-1500.
Like a Ford F-150?
No, 1500. I don't know.
That's
bitch, I'm making shit
Get
up.
your damn trucks right. What DJ say? First president I can remember insinuating the use of conventional nuclear force against his own citizens. No shit, right? That was kind of the thing that kind of caught me, and I think a lot of people off kilter on that is said, well, it's basically it was one of those things. It's like, well, what are you gonna do? Oh, you have your little firearm, you have your little AR-15s. What are you gonna do against an army?
I mean,
I would be willing to bet that 95% of those
in the military
are gonna be like,
I'm not doing it.
Eat shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what side you're on.
I mean, I would hope they would against their own.
Against your own population.
Yeah. Against other American citizens. I hope we're not China. Just start rolling over people with tanks. There will definitely be some that would probably do it. That's the scary thing.
There's a few. Yeah, absolutely. There's always a few.
Sorry, I can't clear my throat. I choked on my own spit.
It's okay. I just thought it was kind of a funny little picture there that popped up like immediately after he kind of came out and said that statement. And of course, it was Babylon Bee. And
who did this? Do you know?
The Babylon Bee.
Oh.
It's just they used to be kind of like a middle of the road kind of like satirical
they probably
site.
Still are, but
and then they basically got like railroaded. I don't want to call it railroad, but a sideline to say, "Hey, you're on the right" or something like that. So they said, "Fuck you." Okay, let's go this way.
Who said they were on the right?
Everybody, because they're just like satire. They're absolutely satire, and they always were.
So they don't care who you are; they're going to make fun of you.
They just make fun of you.
Somebody accused them of being.
So they said, "Fuck it, let's go." Right. And then there's another one. It's called "Not the Babylon Bee."
Okay.
On like Instagram or something like that. It's kind of the same thing.
But it's not the Babylon Bee.
But it's not the Babylon.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. I don't know. I
it's really hard for me to keep up with all this shit.
I know. I try.
Bra strap hanging out. Oh, God, I'm so sore.
Let's jump into that next story. That was just a funny little satirical thing.
So go ahead. Kick it off. I have questions.
Right. So we both, after this weekend, we've
been having a lot of problems. We've just been putting it off.
Not personally.
No.
Physically.
She
goes, we've been having a lot of problems. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can you qualify? Like,
it's after you told me to shut the fuck up on Friday. We've been having lots of problems.
I went back and watched that.
It was rude.
I didn't say shut the fuck up to you. I told you all the
shit. I know, and all three of us went.
You went, oh. And I was like.
And
it was
to be honest, you apologized. You're like, babe, sorry. I just was like, whatever, feed the dogs.
I couldn't get you guys to shut the fuck up.
It's my show too, bitch. I can talk if I want to.
Yeah, but you can't talk.
I can talk over you. See? I'm going to do it again.
All right, fine. It's your show too. Your name actually comes first.
Okay, so our bodies are abused.
Beat to shit. So we went to a new physical therapist. It's been 3 years. We went and saw a fucking PT dude.
Yeah.
Doctor, I wrote his name down here.
Arturo.
You don't need to do that. Jesus
Christ. Elias.
No, he
probably whited it down for you.
He went Arturo Elias.
But he could be like, I say Castro, I don't say Castro.
No, nobody does.
No.
Your name's Castro.
My dad
Even
does.
Fidel Castro doesn't say Castro.
So he's adorable.
Well, I didn't go that far.
He's like 12.
He's not 12.
So what kind of doctor is he, though?
He's like a doctor of chiropractic or something like that.
Well, he obviously has a lot of certifications, too, because he's doing the dry needling and the cupping. But he's adorable. He's little, though. But it was so funny because he was...
What do you need, like a 400-pound man?
No, I mean, normally... Okay, so normally you want like somebody especially because he does adjustments. So usually guys who are chiropractors are a little bit bigger and just go...
All right, so let's compare the last two I had.
Okay.
The last dude I had
hair's horrible.
Was not in shape.
He wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the weight behind him to crack anything in your fucking body.
That's what chiropractors are supposed to do.
But when you're talking to a dude about like sports therapy,
it was funny because I even told
that's not the guy you're going for.
I told Dr. Elias, or however you say this.
Elias.
I was like, you're even worked up in a sweat because he could not get certain parts of my body. My muscles were so tight that my hip, like this side of my body, when he kept trying to do it, it wouldn't do it. And so like he was like, okay, turn over this way. Okay, turn. I go, you're even working up a sweat with this. He was like, seriously, you got me working. And I was like, my body's jacked.
The cool thing is, if you guys have ever had an opportunity to get if you have really bad muscle kind of issues, like my back gets fucked up all the time.
Hot up here.
It is hot and the air conditioner is down. They do dry needling, which basically is not...
it's like acupuncture, but it goes deeper to the muscle.
Yeah. So basically, they stab these little things in you. It doesn't hurt by any means.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't hurt, but
like
it doesn't.
poke.
Yeah, it's fast and
Right.
it's so thin.
And the last time I did it at our office when we had a physical therapist in Phoenix, I had it done on my arms. I get tendonitis just from grabbing jujitsu,
typing
and
all
typing
day.
and everything else. And this time I have it in my back, right? So he does my shoulder and my back. He hooked up. This is the first time I've ever had this. He hooked up an electrode, basically, like a stim unit to it, and it causes it to go.
Well, it basically makes your muscle
and it made
contract.
my trap kind of go.
Yeah, it's like a heartbeat.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And he was like, if there's any pain, tell me to stop. And he was like,
it was cool, right? I liked it.
I don't know that cool
like
is the word I would use for
basically
it.
getting like
It's
a massage from
negative.
the inside of your
Ghost
shoulder
Rider. It was
out.
nothing like getting a massage.
I thought it was.
It is literally taking your muscle and going. It's making it contract.
What's up, Craig?
Contract and relax 100 times a minute or something like that. And so, how long did he leave it on yours for?
I don't know.
Because he did.
I was drooling by the time it was done.
He did, and maybe because mine is my. This gentleman put his hands on my trap and he was like, "Holy cow!" He's like,
carry a lot of tension there.
He goes, "Your husband said you carry all your tension in your shoulders." He was not kidding, and I was like, "Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say." So he put 2 and 2, and then he did 2 and 2 to my neck.
Yeah.
And he did probably the bottom ones for about 5 minutes, so 2 to 3 minutes, and then he came in and raised it a couple levels.
Yeah.
And then left it another couple minutes, and then did.
I don't think I had mine done the same amount of time as yours then.
Yeah, mine was long.
Yeah, but if you it's one of those things. It's a kind of an alternative.
I got a full
method.
service. Like I got cupping done.
Beth got full service cupping, little stimulation there,
Little stimuli.
little stimmy.
But no, I literally got cupped, got needled, got popped.
You might want to share what cupping is.
Gwyneth Paltrow made it popular back like 10 years ago.
Goopy jeans.
Goopy jeans, which they had it all because it was supposed to make you young. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's for like your muscles and shit. And basically what it does is they basically
Goopy
put
jeans.
these huge suction cups on
Yeah,
you.
you may have seen it like on TV where it looks like they almost put smoke. Can't tell. No. Yeah, there you go. Now move it over just a little bit more. It like puts these little marks on you. It's like a big ass hickey.
It is.
It's like a big giant hickey.
I told him that our therapist in Arizona tried it, and I was like, I didn't see any value in it. And so he was like, well, I'm still going to cup you. And I was like, Michael Phelps, yes, Craig. He was like, and I said, no, you know what you're talking about. I just like to act like I know what I'm talking about. And
that's what I was saying, oh boy. Cup the balls. It's a little bit different. I don't think you want these.
Chuck says he got cupped and wet needled. Nice chuckles. But he did my hamstrings. He did my shoulders. And he was like, we're just going to work on this part right now. And then next time we're going to work on the lower back and then eventually the hammies.
Again, it's one of those things. Just think outside the box. If you've never had like needling done, you're having back pains.
If you have muscles that won't relax.
Yeah. It's a cool way to versus just straight massage or straight chiropractic.
So what dry needling does is it resets the negative and the positive ions in your muscle because they're so tight.
Yep.
They're like I know it just
breaks
resets,
it
but
down.
like they're not firing negative and positive, so it's not relaxing. So literally the first time I ever did it, she stuck that one in my trap and the needle bent.
Mm-hmm. It causes some weird shit. And you'll feel it and then all of a sudden it kind of just like goes away.
Yeah. I mean, I can look over my neck. Well, it this hurts right now.
That's pretty good though for you.
Yeah, it's really good for me.
So,
again,
just something to think about,
You went to BJJ after yours, and I went to boot camp tonight.
That was at Dr. Arturo Elias at Matador here in San Antonio.
And I was wondering, I'm wondering if
I got a referral from them.
Franchise, or is he an independent?
I don't know for sure, but
neither.
A lot of so I found out about him from Submission Concepts, the jiu-jitsu team I work out with, and there's a bunch of pro fighters there, and that's where they go. He was actually a pro. He'd gotten his pro boxing card, and then wasn't able to box. Oh, wow. But he was in MMA with Coach John, and he did that the whole time. So that's why I was like, that's
we talked about dogs the whole time I was there.
To him, so cool guy, and he knows that kind of a sport. So if you're in San Antonio and you need a fucking
if you're not in San Antonio,
find something
do
similar.
dry needling in Yelp, and it'll tell you somebody who can do that for you.
Yeah, for sure. So awesome. So goodbye. Say goodbye to Victoria's Secret.
Okay, so
that was my Spanish.
No, I ignored it.
Say goodbye to
my little friend.
That's where I was going.
So Victoria says goodbye to angels in an attempt to redefine
the whole
sexy.
thing.
All of them. All the angels are gone. Done.
You ever going to shop there again, or are you just going to go online?
So
and buy
here's the
underwear
thing.
at
So they say they were doing
Costco.com?
They were doing it to. They're doing this to launch a campaign. They're going to use women, and I'll tell you who they are, who are more known for their accomplishments rather than their figures. And I get it. As a woman, I get it. Like, you want to. We're always trying to teach women that
confidence in yourself.
Yes. However, those fucking Victoria's Secret models, A, were hot. B, did a great show, and C, made me want to go buy the underwear.
Are you going to watch the new Victoria's Secret's runway show?
They're not doing it. It'll be back in 2020 with a new revamped. I was like, if it ain't naked chicks on it, I'm not going to watch it. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. So they are, they're getting rid of their CEO because they said he was a misogynistic.
Of course he was. He just made him $10 billion.
So they're getting rid of him, and they're getting rid of their marketing AVP.
Okay.
Because they were both men, and men, they were marketing the product to
misogynists.
men. They were marketing the product to women for men, is the thought process that was behind this. Which,
what are your thoughts on this?
I kind of get it, but I get it because it makes me feel like them, and you like it. You're a byproduct of me buying it. I get it because it makes me feel
sexy.
Yes.
And I sometimes I think this year was the first year that I actually bought you lingerie. Yeah. Normally I get you a gift card.
Right.
Or something like that.
But you went in
this year I actually picked some things
chones.
I think occasionally I get something.
You got me chones, and then you got me the best pair of leggings and sports bra that I just want to live in.
Yeah, because they were fucking expensive balls. But you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it's just in our relationship. And it's not like I'm sitting down gotta watch goddamn Victoria's Secret.
And I watched it, and you normally didn't.
No.
And I would be like, yep, I'm eating pizza and watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I probably should be eating pizza while I watch these amazing women flaunt their shit.
Like a dried out granola bar.
And I'm over here going,
drinking wine.
You're missing it. You're missing it.
Pizza.
So they're going to have, let me see what it talks about. So they're going to have people
some babble. We're not, Craig, there's a company that the Drinking Bros promotes as Babbel. It's like learning how to
speak Spanish or foreign language. Yeah.
And I actually said that to Ross because he was like, blee, 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 blee. Normally what you do. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
So they're going to have people where are their names? Okay. I'm going to try to be nice when I say this because I'll probably piss off some women. But soccer star Megan Rapinoe, I think that's how you say her last name.
The purple hair girl that does the fucking Subway.
I can't see her in Victoria's Secret anything.
Boxers, maybe.
I can't see her. To me, she's not going to sell that product for me.
No.
Because she's more masculine than feminine, which is totally fine. Sure. But to me, they do have some great. They have Eileen Gu, who I think she's a.
So they're just becoming ultra woke. Is basically what they're doing.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
They're just going
girl that's
fucking super woke, and they're trying to cover every genre of people.
They have it's going to be the first transgender model involved in them. Her name is Valentina Sampiano. She's gorgeous. She is basically looks exactly like the angels look now.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes, I looked at her. Yes.
The whole kit and caboodle?
I would think so.
Okay, cool.
I mean, can you really, if you're not, you can't really advertise underwear like that. Hi. I mean, I guess you could because some men like to wear panties, but.
There are some dudes out there that do that. That's fine. No judgment zone here.
So
I'm just curious.
They also have some people like South Sudan refugee, I'm going to get this name wrong, Adut Akech.
Adut Akech.
Akech.
Okay.
And then a photographer, Amanda D. Kedanet.
Okay.
So they'll be bringing all these women back. I mean, So here's the thing about these.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. I'll let you go. Sorry.
Well, they've been saying that they're doing this because they're behind the times in supporting women the way women need to be supported, and their stock, the value has fallen every year since 2015.
Okay.
So they think this is going to help. Apparently they're going to change the stores. They're like revamping. They're separating from Bath and Body. They're like going to be their own entity now.
Okay, so I think honestly what's going to happen is this is going to drive another company's going to open.
Yeah. I'm going to go to a dormy.
Or whatever, and they're going to take every single bit of Victoria's original sales and marketing plan.
Can you do that legally though?
No, they're not. They're just going to copy it.
Right.
You can copy anything you want.
And don't
just
get me wrong,
rename them something else.
I'm a little torn with the story because I get it. I get what they're trying to do. I don't think they needed to get rid of how you were advertising your product because again,
so the question
people
comes down
were
to this
buying that.
It
might have like
all shapes and sizes, right? Doesn't matter.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're going to be even more diverse in their shapes and sizes. So does that mean they're going to get bigger stuff? Because I think the biggest thing you can buy in Victoria's Secret is a large or an extra large. They do have the bra sizes that go bigger, but not super super big.
But I think you could order them online, like certain ones. You could always order online. Like you have a unique size.
I just go to the store because I like to see what I'm buying.
No, I know. But if they didn't have it, you could order it online.
Right. Well, because I'm like they got rid of the bra that I used to have, and now I have to like go in between.
Honestly, this is just me. I don't know, man, Greg over here, right? But there's a reason that you go in there, and there's a reason.
I bought it because it made me feel sexy. Right. I didn't buy it for you. I bought it for my mental.
No, that's fine. And that's totally
if we're going out, if we have a date night, I'm putting the good stuff on. And the good stuff is Victoria's Secret and not my cotton underwear from Old Navy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think this is an easy market to fucking win a significant portion of.
I mean, is it going to help if they're already losing?
How much are they cutting the current market down?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't think they probably even know. They're going to be all.
I think
it'll be an all-women
huge...
team. It'll be an all-woman like corporate team. It's all women in there now.
Is that based on did the board of directors come out and say that?
Who said that? Let's see.
No, I'm just curious if the board of directors decided that. I don't know.
I mean, I think though I get having a female CEO makes sense to me, but do you cut off the male thought process out altogether? Because
what was the purchasing?
I mean, I don't buy a thong because it feels good.
But how many guys go in there during the
holidays?
Christmas
probably a lot.
Or during Valentine's
I would say
Day,
probably more than normal
segments of time, right? Or again, I mean, it's just are you?
Oh, and they're also selling. The owner, Leslie H. Wexner, is
Is there a singular owner?
There was. I don't know now, but I guess she had ties to Epstein, and so that's part of the reason why they're like, you should sell it. They don't say, but when I read
she's a bajillionaire.
When I read it, it makes it sound like her ties to Epstein weren't pleasant. Like he bullied her and he harassed her, so it's not like she was lining him up with chicks.
Gigi said, "Sorry, I didn't. I'll wait a minute." Anyway, fuck it, whatever. I hope you're having a better day today, Gigi. I'm just calling you out. She said she was having a rough day earlier, so I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great evening out. So her husband used to hijack her Victoria's Secret catalog. So it depends on how long it was. Just like internet in your hand, or
no, they've had a catalog. Well,
they've had a catalog for a million years.
I think what they do now, instead of the catalog, they send the thing with the coupon, and it's got all the pictures with the models and their new stuff.
And it's got the QR code that you can just scan and then go jerk off in the bathroom.
Yeah, well,
Chuck has a deep. Chuck said he's got a decent B cup after COVID. It's the COVID 30, dude. Right?
So I'm interested to see how
it really
is.
It's an interesting thing to think about.
Their products because I want to know. I just want to see what it's going to do. I mean, are they not going to be as sexy anymore? Because if it's more about comfort in women,
then I can go to Old Navy. Buy you shit.
There's this new one, and we talked about this weekend. That's
if I just need to get your PJs and I can't get you,
right? Definitely. that's called a Dormy that like several people have sworn by. So I'll just go there.
Okay,
if I want
cool.
my
Is it a store?
sexy. It's online.
Online?
Yeah, it's
Oh, there
kind
you
of like
go.
my Stitch Fix.
And
Where you
chances
can
are,
either set it up and they send you stuff and you figure out what you want, or
and
like
then you can send shit back,
right,
or
or you
whatever.
can set up like you can have a withdrawal every month, whether you spend it or not. It just accrues, and then you can have a shopping spree in 6 months.
There you go.
You know,
So there's alternatives. So I mean, I think the online thing. I think we'll close this up here in a second. But one of the things that I liked, like especially, I don't know why this year. I think it was after COVID. Our relationship became tighter. It was more fun for some random. We had a lot of time together. But really, it was like, hey, this Christmas was kind of a cool Christmas, and then we went shopping and we did all that stuff, and I went in and I was like, yeah, like I said, I was picking some stuff out.
Right.
And
you were an active participant.
Versus just getting you a $100 gift card or something like that, right? But if that I can't do that, then I'm not gonna fucking go there, and I'm gonna say, hey, where do you want to?
That's where I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I mean, are they going to have? They're going to still have their sexy stuff, but now they're going to have a wider, diversified product line. I don't know. It'll just be interesting, and I'm sure it'll take 6 to 8 months to kind of see that come. Well, maybe not because things can happen so fast. Now they've probably been working on this on the inside,
right.
But
very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
What?
There's a big tuna conspiracy. Subway.
Oh, Subway.
Subway sandwiches.
When was the last time you ate
This
at a Subway?
motherfucker's going to make me log in. Oh, you bitch. Hang on. Sorry. The link I sent to myself is no longer valid.
Remember when that happened to me the other day? And you're like...
So basically, Subway sandwiches.
Sorry, Charlie.
Tuna. Trying to find the article. Reporter gets lab to test Subway tuna sandwiches.
They just don't even look good, so I can't imagine what's in them.
So, occasionally I would get a tuna sandwich from them,
you would?
But once in a while. So, at the office here, we had a Subway.
Gigi says this may be fake news.
It could be fake news, but it was under the New York Times banner.
Well,
so
New York Times, come on.
I don't know. That's why I said in my notes, conspiracy or truth.
So, okay, so they tested the tuna.
So fast food sandwiches chain Subway is currently facing a class action lawsuit over the contents of their tuna product the company offers its customers. A weekend New York Times report took a look at what goes into the eatery's tuna offerings, and this is from, of course, I just randomly found the fucking Blaze, which is as far right as you can get. And even had some sandwiches tested by a lab. The Times said that the lab found no identifiable tuna DNA in the tuna sandwiches. The paper had tested.
What was the meat?
Well, they couldn't figure that part out.
Okay. So here's the first thing I'm going to tell you.
So Gigi said when you process and cook tuna, it can screw up the DNA. Understand that.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't eat tuna anywhere that isn't made in my very own kitchen.
So does that same thing happen with like
cans of tuna?
Because they're steamed, right?
I have no
so
idea.
Theoretically, if you were to cook a can of tuna and steam it, would the DNA change? Right?
You should GTS it. Here, let me.
So
I'll GTS it.
So Times reporter Julia Carmel purchased 60 inches. That's a lot of fucking tuna. Inches of sub. Oh, hey, real quick. Interruption. Beth got her new laptop. She got a Samsung Chromebook. She won the fight show the other night. Yep, so she got her laptop. So back to the story. Carmel noted that she removed removed the tuna from the sandwiches, froze it, and then paid $500 for analysis from a third-party commercial food testing lab to conduct PCR tests to determine the composition of the food. Anyway, it just goes back to one of those things that you're like, Logan said, don't spill wine on that, Beth. There's no wine to be found tonight. I love you guys. So
the New York Times did put an article out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the article I had.
Of course, I'm trying to Google. Will it like?
You have a stylus on the side of that fancy thing now. Quit putting fingerprints all over shit. She doesn't know how to use it yet.
It's mine.
She's
I'll
had
do
it
what I
for
want.
3 hours. So what you were saying? We got a regular goddamn news desk over there. Toot, 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 toot.
I don't know how to work the mouse yet. Where's the girl?
Talking to your mic.
I don't know how to work the mouse yet. Is canned tuna DNA changed? What am I trying to say? When cooked?
Let's just not worry about it. How about that?
I'm interested now.
Let's just be conspiracy theorists here for a minute. Did you ever think it was actually tuna?
No. That's kind of like it's like the chicken nuggets. Do you really?
Oh, that
think
pink paste shit.
No. Like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
I think it's
know
that pink paste stuff. Isn't it McDonald's?
We're not going to talk about it because I like their nuggets. But do I really think it's like chicken? Like maybe 1% is chicken. Remember they used to have those chicken fingers? That was real chicken.
You sure?
Yeah. No, you could tell.
My friend makes a veggie
not gonna...
chicken nugget, and it breaks and it looks
disgusting.
just like. And he has actually got a company. It's called what the hell is it called? Wicked.
Is this Chad?
Yeah. Wicked. God damn it. He's from New Hampshire. Wicked Healthy, I think is what it is. Yeah, it's Wicked Healthy, and they've got a whole Chad Sarno, and their food line, it's all over the place. It's coming out. It's all over Europe and stuff like that. But they've got basically a
yes,
fake
Christina. I
tuna.
love me some nuggies.
And if you go out and check them out, they're awesome people, but they're vegetarians. They're hardcore vegetarians, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
And it's supposed to look just like and taste just like and cook up. If you wanted to make it like a crab cake kind of thing, like
it breaks it down.
It breaks down and it flakes out the same way. I don't know, man.
No,
I think it just ruined fucking tuna sandwiches for me.
No, if you make them here.
No, my house.
I never got tuna sandwiches anywhere because who knows what they put in it besides the tuna? Like a lot of them have onion and celery.
No,
a lot of them had
not
extra
there.
stuff.
No, not there. They didn't. They never put it. You have to put all the toppings on there because people are very
like me. Don't like shit.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Just telling you, folks.
We'll have to keep an eye.
Maybe
on
it was
one.
tofu tuna.
Ugh.
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 Remember when we had a friend over that was?
It's got a very weird consistency.
Remember we went? No, this is before. This is pre-B, pre-Beth.
Okay.
Girlfriend of mine a long
How do you
time
remember
ago.
that far back?
I don't fucking know. I had a flashback here, and we got invited. It was just my old girlfriend and I when we were in Arizona, and we had some vegetarian friends, and they invited us over, and they were the pastiest, palest people ever. And they lived in Arizona.
Wow.
Like, how is that possible? Because they never got any sun, and they had no
outside.
nutrients in their bodies because they were picky vegetarians, which doesn't make any sense, right? And we got invited over to tofurkey dinner for Thanksgiving.
Well, remember,
you've ever had tofurkey?
We had friends that
shoot yourself in the face
a fake
afterwards.
turkey to turkey dinner at my parents' house because they were vegetarians. I mean, we had regular turkey.
Oh no, but they had all the other sidings,
right?
Or sides,
right?
No, this was the main course. They formed this tofu bullshit mound thing.
You saw it?
I was there for dinner. That was the main course.
Oh no, Ghost Rider!
I think I grew man boobs just from like looking at it. Like that much soy. It's terrible. Don't ever do that to anybody. It's fucking terrible. That's my story about that.
That's your story. It's quite an interesting story.
The next round of bribery is here.
And it's like not. It's okay.
You can win a condo if you get a shot.
If you get your vaccination, you get into a lottery. This is in Hong Kong. And in order to incentivate people getting the vaccination.
Incentivate? I mean, that's a word. Incentivize.
I just made it a word. So
can we get that babble times 2, please?
Go with it. They were having a hard time getting people to get their vaccination. I think they were at like 16%.
In Hong Kong?
Yeah. Like that's where they were lying with vaccinated residents. And so they put together a lottery that said if you get your shots, you go into the lottery for a new condo.
How big is this condo? 100 square feet?
No, but
it's like a 10 by 10.
Wait, it's
in Hong Kong. It can't be that big.
Well, I will tell you, it's $1.4 million.
It's worth a bajillion.
It's a one-bedroom apartment, basically. It's like the size of a one-bedroom apartment in a very expensive property. I guess
Do
houses
they
are
have to pay
expensive over
taxes
there.
on it afterwards?
Well, I'm sure.
Then why the fuck would you do that? Because you can't afford it anyway.
So, yeah.
Like this is a 1-bedroom apartment up here, and then the bedroom that's like direct. We're in a loft area up here. If I've never told you guys, and then there's a bedroom over there. That's basically what this is, and that bathroom right over there.
So I guess they've been having a really hard.
They're obviously not getting people to sign up or to voluntarily.
Well, so this kid did
things.
it. He was like, "I'm not going to do it," and then when he found out he could win a condo, he's like, "All right, I'll get vaccinated." You do have to when they pull your
Did he
name out. It goes through September. So when they pull your name out, you have to be able to prove that you've been vaccinated, which I guess that little white paper. Which now,
vaccine card.
Yeah, people are stealing those cards.
Oh, they said like do not take. I think we've talked about this. Like,
No, we
do not
didn't.
laminate them. Do not talk about. Like,
Right,
do not
but like
take
people
pictures.
who were working at one of the vaccination locations stole like 700 of them blank. They're selling for $60 a pop.
It's a fake ID. It's your new fucking fake ID, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well,
Only now adults are going to be dealing in fake IDs for vaccinations. That's
so what
crazy.
they say is at the moment only about 16% of the semi-autonomous Chinese territories, 7.5 million people have been fully vaccinated.
See, even the Chinese people don't believe
We're not starting on the vaccinations again.
Chinese government.
So you could win a condo.
In Hong Kong,
Yeah.
if you're from Hong Kong.
Uh,
You can just, you know what you can do here? You can get a
What?
fucking free cheeseburger.
or a free donut every
Get a
day
donut.
for a year.
Probably get a slushie from 7-Eleven. You can get diabetes in the United States if you get your goddamn vaccine. It's fucking rad, right?
Here's the thing: if I want those things, I'll just buy them.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Save
I
your
would.
money.
I would like to get a donut though. From
I just buy you donuts once
I
in a
know,
while.
but from
Krispy Kreme?
I haven't had a Krispy Kreme donut in over 3 years.
Liar.
Nom nom nom. We haven't had one since we moved.
It's right down the road. Absolutely.
On I-10, we have not had a
Oh,
Krispy
maybe
Kreme
I just
donut.
stopped there.
You probably
My
just
bad.
stopped.
My bad.
I think you stopped there for work. Donuts for your team.
No, I actually brought Christian, my niece, my nephew were here, Christian and Becca were here.
Oh, I wasn't here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh well. I got a car. Oh,
What's your favorite?
favorite.
No, I would say to the
Favorite
audience. Like, no, not donut. Favorite bribe.
I got donuts
Your
on the brain
favorite
now.
bribe that you've seen. Like, I mean, 'cause
Ohio's
there's-
$1 million drawing.
There's the $1 million drawings.
And they also Ohio's also doing full scholarship rides for
Yep, you have
kids
New York.
that
They're
get it.
giving away burgers from Shake
Meh,
Shack.
meh,
Some
meh.
bullshit.
I can get a burger. I
Piece of
can't
shit.
get $1 million.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So this one's kind of an interesting one, and it's been going on for a long
so
time.
what? Yeah, because
And why am I bringing this up?
it was on fire, like the
It's
main fire
all
stick thing.
over
She's up again.
everything right now, and it's the Brittany Spears story. And not that I would,
The battle for Brittany is what the
right. So, but it's literally everywhere. So the reason I'm bringing that up is simply because she's had like a conservatorship
dad.
for 13 years now.
It's
So
her
she's
dad, right?
39, right?
How
She's
long
worth.
do those? Okay, so explain to me.
If they
This
just
is somebody who
continue
just
to go on.
But what is this? Somebody who just
Manages all of their money, all of their day-to-day shit. Just basically it's having a fucking
nanny?
a parent over you 24
Well, and it
hours
is her
a day.
parent. It's her dad.
I know, but it's like having a parent.
She's
all the time,
39.
and she's 39.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so if you were 39 and your mom and dad were still telling you what to do every
I'd
fucking
punch 'em.
minute, but
Okay,
now
so here's the
now
thing. So why did they start this? 'Cause was
remember
she
back
being
in the day
reckless?
she went fucking crazy
She went
a little
crazy.
bit.
She had a moment.
Okay, remember being in Austin a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
How many fucking crazy people were there?
So many.
You think their parents were there?
Well-
The goddamn police weren't doing anything.
They're also homeless, honey.
Doesn't
There's a bit
matter.
of a difference.
I
They don't have
actually put that
gazillions
down.
of. They don't have gazillions of dollars to burn through like Brittany Spears
Doesn't
does.
matter who made the money.
No, I'm not
So,
saying.
okay, let's get into this. So
Get into
this
this, bitch.
basically what she said. So,
Well, and
okay, so somebody said on the boards that she's bipolar. There's a lot of bipolar people out there, right?
here's
And
the
it
problem
is
with
lifelong.
bipolar, though. They take their medicine, they feel better, they stop
It doesn't
taking
matter.
their medicine.
Okay, so you take Wellbutrin. We've talked about this multiple times.
Right.
If you stop taking it, am I allowed to say, nope, I'm taking control of everything?
No. You're supposed to help encourage
You're
me
a
to take
human
it.
being, and you're a 30 or however
how
old.
old I am.
You're 39 years old.
Yes, 39.
Goddamn right. You're great for 39. Hot
When you
shit.
say that,
Victoria's Secret model.
I hate it when you throw the caveat 4.
39.
No. Don't put 4. Just say you're hot.
Hot at 39. Whatever.
There you go.
But I go back and I think that was the crux of this conversation, right? So she's worth $215 million. Who's she worth $215 million to, right? The people that control
Well, he
the
doesn't get to
conservatorship.
spend her money, does he?
Basically manages it, right? So this is what she came out and she said, "I just want my life back." I'm just gonna real quick. It's the first time she's addressed the court in like a long, long time. Said, "I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy and it's a lie." She said, "I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I'm traumatized. I'm not happy. Blah blah blah. It's all fine." But this is where it kind of came down to. She goes, "I just want to get." Spears told the court she wants to get married and have a baby. She said a longer-term boyfriend, something like that, for quite a while. I don't know that he's part of like trying to get control.
Money.
You never know.
Yeah.
She goes, "I'll be honest with you. I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level, and it made me feel like I was dead. I didn't matter. Like it was nothing had been done to me. Like you thought I was lying or something. I'm telling you again, I'm not lying. I want to be heard, and I'm telling you this again, that you can understand the depth and degree and the damage that they did behind my back." But one of the other things she actually brought up is she said, "I've been carrying all of these people and doing all of these shows and taking care of all of these people for so long. Why?" Right? And
When she says caring, she's not talking about the people who were her backup dancers and her producers.
just the people around her.
Okay.
So you go through it and you think about it. It's okay. She's 39 years old. We all have the right to take care of ourselves and to bring that in. She had the meltdowns.
So maybe she should be able to choose who
her conservator is.
Yeah.
Perhaps, and have some say in that.
Yeah, because I mean, bipolar people. I mean, they're so like across the span any given moment.
Sure.
You know, and so there may be some sense in having some guardianship around her, but
how many people with bipolar, is it disease or disorder or whatever, have a conservator?
Well,
I don't know the answer to that.
Maybe a bunch of them don't have $250 million.
Why does that? Okay, so then we're talking about the money of the fact. It's her fucking money. Why can't she wants to go spend $215 million tomorrow?
Because that's probably not the brightest
Doesn't
idea.
matter. If I had $100 or $215 million, why is it the money? That's kind of my point of this. Are we arguing over her blowing her fucking money?
I'm sure there's more than just that. That's what we're talking about, but there's probably, we don't know all the guidelines of what's in this agreement. Is that what you would call it? So, I mean, it could be money, but it could be other decisions like purchasing of stuff or taking on new contracts or who knows.
Right.
Chuck, did she give them away or were they taken from her? I don't know.
So I'm looking at the boards, and again, it's just one of those thoughts that I had, and that's why I brought it up today. It was, if you, I mean, everybody's got their perspective of it, but maybe she absolutely is lucky to be alive because people took control of her because she was gonna go off the deep end, right? That could have very well been a situation,
right?
But is she stable enough? I mean, if you go out and look at her Instagram, it's kind of a hot mess and stuff like that. But then again, dude, how many fucking people are a hot mess? And do you just let them live their lives?
I think that you can't judge what's right or wrong if you don't know what's in it. Like we don't have the insight into what this all contains and includes.
Right.
Period.
I'm just kind of curious. It's just one of those things.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are on saying the same thing you are. I mean,
so you go out and you look at, like, I just pull up like Apple News and it's like 50 fucking messages or stories at the top, all about her, and like there's like podcasts and there's all of these different things going on right now. And that's why I started kind of looking into it a little bit, and I went,
right,
the hell, right? And yeah, there's the Save Brittany, there's all of those hashtag Save Britneys and all those things, but it made me think. I'm like, okay, she's 39 years old.
She's obviously not suffering financially.
No, I think she's fine. But
I don't know if she like gets a stipend or like has to, like if it's a
even her
trust
day-to-day
where she has
stuff.
to buy something and put it in. I don't know enough about it.
So, I mean, if it were me and I made all that goddamn money and other people were in charge of all my goddamn money and I'm like,
I wonder if it
I
also
want to go
has,
buy a fucking $100 million yacht.
I wonder if it has anything to do with like was she shown to not be mentally stable enough
I think that was the original thing. At like 20,
her
so
own,
she's 39, that was 13 years,
I'm sure
26,
they probably
25.
reevaluated.
Remember that was when she shaved her head.
Yeah,
and
but I'm
beat
probably
the
sure
shit
they
out of the
probably
car.
reevaluated. I can't imagine that they aren't, but I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Kind of an interesting kind of story that's going on. Keep an eye on it. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm just kind of curious, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it, y'all.
But I
Cheers.
think where
We haven't
you
had a
just
cheers
can't,
today.
where you can't draw the line is she's 39 years old. She'd be able to do whatever the hell she wants to do. There's
How many 39-year-olds do you know that have a conservatorship?
I don't know because a lot of people don't talk about it.
True.
That's private stuff.
And maybe it's just that hers isn't private because
That's probably
she was
a
baby
majority
one
of it.
more time girl. And
Okay.
yep. So we
Wildfires.
got somebody on
Oh.
on the boards that just said, I'm struggling with getting conservatorship for my son. It makes sense. My autistic nephew bought a brand new car. Was taking
Oh,
advantage of.
yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, there are. I guess. There, absolutely. So that makes sense. And I'm not going back and forth. I'm just kind of curious. Is there
and I think that's the thing because
a point where you just
we
at a
worked with a
certain
lot of
age,
young
you're like, I get to do whatever
military.
the fuck I want.
we worked with a lot of young military people that didn't know
I felt
their
like a conservator for those.
well, no,
kids.
and you were because
Like,
they're
no
calling to
shit.
see, let's say it's 2005 and they're looking to buy a 2005 Mustang GT, and I'm
And
like,
they're-
you make $18,000 a year. Your insurance
I remember back then.
at
I would
20 is
literally,
going to be
like,
$700, and your
"What's
car
your
payment's
cell
going to be
phone bill?"
$700.
It'd be like $200 a month, and I'd be like $200 a month. How much is your car payment? $700 a month.
Because their credit's
And I'm
shot.
like, you live in the barracks? Yeah. I'm like, you ever want to take a girl out? Well, once in a while. I'm like, $300, right? And then I was like,
$300 for one date.
no, for like the month or something like
Okay.
that, right? And I would go through it, and I'd be like, that's $1,400 on top of you with insurance because insurance is expensive at 18, right? And I'd be like, and how much did you make again?
Yeah, well,
They'd be like, oh shit.
my point was just made. There are crappy people out there that will take advantage. So
100%.
you
Yep.
have to consider
Yep.
that
agree.
because while we see the purest of everything, there are people out there going, "This one's a lucky mark. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get them
I mean,
in.
those
I'm
senses,
gonna get them
100%,
in
yeah.
way more than they can afford to get
'Cause
in,
they're-
and I'm gonna make my commissions for the month."
Yeah. I mean, in that aspect, she's a $215 mark.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It just
yeah, that
it's-
makes sense. I was just kind of thinking about that. I was like, what point?
It'll be
do you-
interesting just to see.
Maybe I hope. I mean, if she's had
I
on
can't
the
believe
outs
she's
with her
39.
dad, maybe your sister, because I think she's petitioning also for her sister.
Is her sister? I don't know.
Ashley?
yeah.
I think her sister's old enough and mature enough and kind of level-headed enough.
I don't know.
See.
I don't know enough about her sister.
I don't know. It's all good. I mean, it's not here. It's just a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Just kinda think through it.
I think the point that's important is just making sure you have the right conservator
Tour. Yep.
that
Has your best intentions.
yeah, and making sure that her dad's not taking that money and living his
I don't
best
think
life.
he was, and I don't think he is.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
there were some issues and stuff like that. So
They don't get along, but does he love her and has he got her best interest at heart? Hopefully.
you always
All
hope
right.
that. So real quick, this is
God,
just
the world we say this every summer, but I feel like the world is on fire. America is on fire.
well, if you guys recall, last year, like Australia caught on fire right before,
Oh, the koala bears.
right before COVID hit, and it kind of fell out. Well, now this year, all of the fucking Western United States is on fire again. Chuck drove through. He sent me a bunch of video and
on
stuff
the way home.
on the way home, and like Southern Arizona's on fucking fire.
Yeah.
Sedona's on fire. There are 50 fires throughout the Western United States right now, actively burning. We lived through Waldo Canyon fire up in Colorado Springs. I'll bring this up every fucking time because you guys got to be goddamn safe and share this with everybody. You have to be careful this time
You
of
have
year.
to think about things you don't normally think about, like your exhaust.
Yeah,
You pull into
pulling
tall
out the side
grass
of the goddamn.
with a hot exhaust, and you could start a fire.
Especially if you're in California, you know this shit. Like, I used to fly all over the country, going to places that were burned down, like the whole coffee park up in outside Sacramento, in between kind of like San Francisco and Sacramento. Whole goddamn place is gone. right?
So sad.
You know, and you think about those sorts of things, and you just got to be very, very, very careful, and it can be anywhere. So again, just really, I wanted to just kind of shout out to all the firefighters that are working on
Busting
those.
their tails right now,
The
man.
wildland firefighters, the jump teams, all of that. I've known a lot of those folks over the years, and you know, the smaller local fire departments that are just community volunteer fire departments, that they're the ones that are frontline. Like, and oftentimes when a fire flashes over, it's coming up quick. Those little local departments. So if you have one near you, go see if they need supplies. Go see if they need something.
Or you just break them cookies.
Fucking do something. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can, right? Bring them cases of water, whatever it is, and just try and, you know, right now, this time of year, and it's early. I mean, this shit's, it's been going on for a while, but it's going to get, I have a feeling this year is going to be bad. So.
It is. And it's scary. It's scary to live through it. It's scary to.
Yeah. We lived in Arizona for a long time. We lived in Colorado. Like I said, we were evacuated for multiple weeks. The whole entire community was gone near us, like
Yeah,
a
it's
mile
crazy.
away from our house. So, yeah, it was an interesting situation. So just be safe. Give those people kudos if you happen to see all those. Sometimes you'll see, especially in California, Arizona, Utah, you'll see a bus just loaded with dudes in yellow shirts just crashed out, and it looks like an old school bus.
Yeah.
Those are wildland firefighters that are being moved to their next gig, basically, and
Yeah.
they just work and work and work and work, and you know, a lot
The
of
Rubicon team and all that crap.
Team Rubicon,
Yeah.
all those guys. So it's just really,
They go above and beyond.
yeah.
So,
So that's what I want to say about that. So cheers to those folks.
cheers.
Cheers.
On a lighter note.
Lighter note: naked skydiving, dongs and beavers out.
So apparently, I didn't know this, but naked skydiving is a
Fucking thing.
It is. But a gentleman. Here's the thing. So it is a thing, but there's never been a Guinness World Record of.
So you only have to do it once, really?
No,
To set the
well,
record?
they said to set a record, they wanted at least 25. He did 60.
Nice.
But he
Just
did
get
it.
flapping in the air.
He did
They
it
videotape
to bring
it?
awareness to
That's
mental health and
that's
suicide prevention. So he has had several friends that have lost their battle with
Okay.
mental illness. And one of his best friends, I guess the big thing you do is normally when you hit that 100th mark
Good night,
of a
Nate.
skydive,
I'm angry.
when you hit that 100 mark of a skydive, that's typically when you jump naked.
Oh, this is a thing.
Right.
Okay. He just
So
did
his buddy that
60
committed suicide was
dongs
like
up.
2 jumps away from hitting 100.
Oh, man.
So he decided that he was going to do this to honor his buddy, and and also team up with I'm going to say it wrong. Hold on, Movember,
Movember.
Yeah.
That's the mustache.
a charity
Okay.
organization
Yep.
that focuses on mental health, suicide prevention, and prostate cancer, and testicular cancer. And so he teamed up with them to try to make it a fundraiser and get some money. And so within 24 hours, he did 60 naked jumps. And I'll show you pictures.
Literally.
This guy,
No dongs.
No, there's no dongs, Ninny.
Okay, I'm just making sure. This is
So here's the first one, which is hilarious. So all he had on was his helmet, his sunglasses, and tennis shoes.
live.
That's one.
His helmet, sunglasses, and
And
tennis
tennis
shoes.
shoes. And then there's this one.
That's hilarious.
It is funny.
That can't feel good after 60 jumps, though.
I was
'Cause at a
wondering that same
certain
thing.
point,
And then I started thinking
Damn.
about it as a woman. It's got to be even more uncomfortable.
No, I would say it's more comfortable because at least it's all tight, packed up in there for the most part, right?
I mean, you have one slippage and hello,
One slippage. What's that mean?
one strap go up wrong way.
Oh, there's yeah.
It's kind of like a bathing suit enema. Like when you take that ride too hard or you're skiing and your bikini goes whoop, right up your ass. Yeah, that's what this is probably like. And then I like this one because it's perfectly placed photography where you can't even see his butt.
That's good. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, 60 jumps.
Yeah.
Naked,
It
dongs
doesn't
out.
say how much money he raised. I don't think, at least I didn't see it.
That's cool.
But he did 60 and he now holds the Guinness World Record. Even though it was 25, he wanted to give people a challenge. He didn't want to be like, oh, I
Yeah,
could do
like-
26
yeah,
and I
yeah.
beat you. So he did 60.
Good. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Craig said that's one way to spread your seed across America. Goddamn right. It's awesome.
Yes.
Nice. No, it's always good to see shit like that. I mean,
Yeah.
sad, good, whatever reasons, but
Right. No,
people have.
you've got to make lemonade out of lemons. So let's have some fun with it. Raise the money for awareness and put it, some good in the world.
Dongs out.
Is that like suns out, guns out, but dongs
Basically,
out, jumps out?
Jumps out, dongs out?
I'd say dongs out, jumps out.
Just dongs out.
Just dongs out. Okay.
Dongs out for Harambe. Lastly, just our sports thing real quick in the main bulk. Phoenix Suns. We never do sports shit around here. The Phoenix Suns are kicking ass.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm calling out the Phoenix Suns is because we lived in Phoenix for 20 years off and on. This fucking flies back. And
you were watching it and you said you fell
and I
asleep.
fell asleep with like a minute to go. And I was like,
You're the
son
worst
of
at
a
that.
bitch.
You were falling
It was
asleep when
after
I was awake.
jiu-jitsu. I went to jiu-jitsu last night after getting physical therapy.
You fell asleep when I was watching that.
That ghost
long-
show.
oh,
I
it was
always
so
watch
horrible.
those ghost shows and then I fall asleep.
Well, this one wasn't worth watching.
We'll cover that in just a minute. But the Phoenix Suns, holy shit. I went back and watched it. The game winner on that. There's 0.9 seconds left. They're down by one. It was 102, I think, or 103.
102 to
102,
103, I think, or something
and alley-oop got it in, right? And by the way, I had to Google how to spell alley-oop because I don't think I've ever actually spelled alley-oop. You ever spelled alley-oop?
like that. No, I wouldn't even.
See, I didn't even know how to fucking say it.
You didn't know how to
But
say
it I didn't know how to spell it.
Oh.
But it was cool. I think Suns in 4 in this one. They're already up 2-0. Just luck. I think they've got some shit going. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know basketball. What do you think?
What? I'm sorry, I was
Suns in
reading.
4?
Oh. They're playing the
You got
Clippers.
the whole dude that's got the Suns in 4th guy. Is he their lucky charm?
They're
Remember
playing the
dude
Clippers,
that fucking
right?
fought that dude last.
Hockey fighted.
Hockey fought. Playing the Clippers.
They're playing the Clippers. I mean, this is a huge, something like this definitely energizes. What, do they have one more to win?
2? How many games are in this one? 7? I think there's 7 games.
Best out of 7, I think.
That's a 7, so they need 4. Yeah, so when you go to, they need to win 2 more in a row. What do you think? You think they're going to do it 5?
Yeah, probably.
Buy you a Coke if you win.
I got a laptop.
I'm going with
for now.
4.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. But it was cool. I thought it was kind of cool, and I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, shit.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, and you shared it with me, so. So, yeah, I watched this ghost show. It was the longest continuous
It sucked.
ghost
Investigation.
And
At
it was
Pennhurst
it was
Asylum
on
or
Discovery
whatever.
Plus, but it originally ran on AMC. It was bad.
Don't watch it.
No.
It's an hour and a half long, and it was on, what, Discovery
Plus.
Don't watch it.
It just, no. It wasn't. I mean, I'm glad I watched it because now I can say I watched it, but
Why would you do that?
because I watch
I
anything.
fell asleep. That's probably why I fell
Here's
asleep.
the thing, though. You fall asleep all the time.
Watching
were
ghost
watching-
shows, especially.
We were watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you started to fall asleep before I hit you and said, sit up. You're like, okay. Just don't fall asleep during this shit, dude. So you fall asleep all the time.
What's the common theme with this?
You?
Shows that you pick.
You can suck it. I pick good shows.
Once in a while.
Yeah, well, I don't, at least, well, keeping it.
All right, real quick, just a couple entertainment follow-ups. Black Summer Season 2. I've been trying to watch it at night. It's not it's creepy, but it's kind of like a horror zombie, blah, 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 blah. But it's a little too stressful for night. So I'm like, I'm not watching that.
The Black Summer?
Black Summer, so
If you say it's too stressful,
it's
holy
just kind
shit.
of like, I'm like, I start watching TV when she goes to bed at 11?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't need all that anxiety and shit because it is like the jump out shit.
Ooh, my timer's going to go off
I know,
soon.
we're almost done. The jump out stuff, so there's that. But I'm just like, eh. So then I started watching the Sisyphus, which is actually called The Myth in a weird translation, right? And this is the Korean one, which is
Is that the one you've been
the
watching?
time traveler comes back, and then
I love they've got the
fixes
English
this-
dub over it,
dude.
but
Okay.
it's so funny to just
So
listen to it.
the idea is really cool. Like
Right.
this girl comes back to say, save this dude who's going to create something that hasn't been
So
created
it's kind of
yet,
like Terminator.
but it hasn't been created yet,
Okay.
right? So they're not like trying to kill John at this
Okay.
point. But the acting is really terrible, but the action is really good, right? and then the music is really terrible.
Well, and just even like I was laughing because like last night they were like, "Ugh, I told you," and I'm like,
it is like you
and
have
I get
to,
it that
if you're
it's-
gonna watch this thing, you have to buy the fuck into this thing, all right? Because it is 18 episodes long.
wow.
It is not just a 10 episode. It is 18 episodes long, and I was like last night I was looking at it and I'm like, can I commit? I'm committing. I'm committing to this thing. So
My lasagna's done.
your lasagna's done. This lasagna's gonna have to fucking wait.
If it's burned, it's not my
2
fault.
more minutes. We'll be fine. So, all right, let's get into real quick the feel good. So if you want something cheesy and good, go check out Sisyphus, otherwise named
just like
as
saying
the
it.
myth. Well, no, the only reason I had to say it is because the dude actually
Mother
said it
was
on the show. Otherwise, I couldn't
Piece of
figure it out.
poop.
So Beth's got a princess party.
Yeah, and I accidentally just closed it. Give me a second. Stupid fingers.
If you can hear that beep in the background,
That's
Beth's
my
been cooking
timer.
lasagna.
This grandma, they call her Gma.
Gma.
G-Ma, turned 90, and her granddaughter threw her a princess party.
Nice.
And it's super cute. I'll just show the picture real quick.
Okay.
Because she's adorable.
oh.
Get back here, you little rascal.
Rascally.
Okay, so here's...
All right, let's see
Oh,
it.
hold on. Get rid of this. So here she is. Isn't she adorable?
Damn right. Oh, she's
I think
cute.
it's
She's
so
got a
cute.
tutu on.
She has a tutu on, a tiara. They all wore shirts
shorts?
that
They wore short shorts.
they all
Like
wear
Daisy
shirts that
Dukes?
said it took 90 years to look this good, which I think is really cute.
It's awesome.
And then here's a picture with her like taking because they brought a photographer out and they like had a photo shoot for her.
That's cool.
Because she says, you know what, we celebrate all these birthdays, but we stop celebrating them at a certain point.
Right.
So
yeah.
because they're very close family, and since they didn't get to see her that much during COVID, they were like, we're throwing this big ass party. So she had a photo shoot. They had
That's awesome.
different-
All the
oh,
grandkids and shit.
yeah, her daughter and then her grandkids.
When she gets her laptop set up, we may have a better interaction with it.
Who knows?
I think it's awesome.
So yeah, I thought it was cute. So that was my feel good.
Nice. Nice.
You can turn off the box.
So
What's in the box?
turn off the box. So mine is we're just not going to do anything this weekend. We're going to get your office set up.
We're gonna finish.
It's been one of those things that's been on the back of her mind. My mind especially.
It's been painted and everything's been down.
Everything's been done.
Since
So I'm
April.
just happy we're going to get that done. It's
And
gonna
we're
be
gonna
chill.
replace the faucets.
And
in
the other thing
bathroom.
that was funny is I was leaving jujitsu last night,
Yeah.
and because of this show, a girl at the gym goes, "Tell Beth I said hi."
Aw,
Daisy. So I just wanted to share that.
that's.
I was
cute.
like, "You don't know who
I
she is."
don't know her.
And
I know the name.
everybody's like, "I love Beth," and I'm like, "What about me?" And they're like, "No, we don't give a shit about you. We love Beth." So it goes back to, and the funny part is, Gigi just said the same thing on the board.
What?
So that, would you say, Gigi? I love Beth.
Aw,
It literally
I
was
love
like
you,
the
girl.
same thing. So I just wanted to throw that out. Today in history, real quick, it's kind of a funny one. 1960, the first
Kinda funny.
contraceptive pill
Oh.
is made available for purchase in the U.S. So
So birth control.
it's been around for 61 years.
And now we have Plan B, which is even better.
If you really need it.
Hey. I'm sure it saved
I
several
believe in
women.
abstinence.
Yeah, whatevers.
Just
So,
throwing
well,
it out
that is kind of cool. 1960.
Yep.
It seems like such a long time ago, but it's not really that long ago. You know that it
It's
took
on the
us
corner, but I
that
mean,
it took us that long
you
to
gotta think
come
about
up.
a long time ago, they were using like sheep intestines and shit like that. So we've come a long way,
We have
folks.
come a long way.
It's all good.
Everything's going off downstairs. So
We gotta go. Fucking lasagna's gonna burn. Hey guys, go hit the like button, subscribe, share it with friends. Check us out on iTunes, Instagram, the Spotify's, all the shit. Share it with your friends if you don't mind. We really appreciate
absolutely.
it. Go out and make fire. Do something good for each other. Ian, come get a beer. Evan Haley, we miss you. Military first responders, without you guys, we can't do this shit. Thank you very much. And thank you all the firefighters that are taking care of the western side of the whole goddamn country this year.
We're thinking about you guys.
And right now. So we're thinking about you. We will catch you guys
Friday.
Friday.
Hope you have a great. At least one time. At least one time a show. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week.
All right. Love y'all.
Love you
Thanks so
guys.
much. Have a
Bye.
good night.